This week, I sit down with game developer Graham Reid of GrahamOfLegend to talk about his new game, Ourlands. If you like games that are cozy games, and if you like conversations about creativity and coming up with ideas and creating games, keep listening. All right, enjoy.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Megacat Studios.
Hey folks, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite and the Fun and Games podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bunte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hi, I'm Jacob McCourt from the Left Behind Game Club, Crossplay Conversations, and Video Game Trivia.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
What's good, y'all? This is Adam from Respawn Aimfire.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi everyone, Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hello, this is the Crypt Master, and you're listening to Roger you're listening to Roger on the Gamerheads Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gamerheads Podcast. My name is Roger. I have a very special guest with me today. I have a good friend of mine, Graham Reid. He is the developer behind the cozy indie game, Ourlands. Graham, thank you so much for joining me today.
Of course, thank you for having me once again. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's always fun to have returning guests. And before we recording, we were just saying it's been too long since we've chatted. Just chatted.
Like we've talked. I take too long to put things out.
Well, I could have you on the show and not talk about games.
That is true. Take the blame. That's your fault.
Yeah, that's right. It's my fault. But we are going to be talking about Ourlands. I'm very excited to talk about this game because I've been watching your progress. I've been playing the game, and I have some questions for you. I'm excited to dig into that. But before we get into all of
answers,
hopefully you have answers. If you don't, it's going to be a very short podcast. That's for sure.
We'll see.
Well, we'll start it off easy. We'll start off. I'll throw a softball to you. Tell us about yourself and what got you into game development.
So, like you said, my name is Graham Reid, also known as GrahamOfLegend. I'm a Jamaican indie game developer, born and raised, currently based in New York. And I just love games. Like, I've loved games since one of my earliest memories. I've always just loved games. And so what got me into game development was honestly just being able to make games for mobile. Because before, it was all very closed off. It's either you made Flash games, which I didn't realize people... Again, I knew about Flash games, but I didn't realize that it's something I had access to.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just console, console or like PC, people selling physical discs and all that stuff. But once mobile came around, it became mobile and Unity. Those two things became very accessible and just kind of opened the gates for me to actually make something and put it out there. And that's just been like a gateway drug for me to just become a full-time developer, actually. Matter of fact, I think last time we spoke, I'm not sure if I was full-time yet or not. I can't remember.
You weren't. Now you are.
That's crazy, yeah. I've been, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. That's awesome. Can I ask a question? I didn't ask you this last time.
Sure.
How did you come up with GrahamOfLegend?
Well, there is a little unknown developer called Tim Schafer, who is head of Double Fine, and his name is Tim of Legend. And when I came up with GamerLegend, I was not in the game industry, so I was like, "Oh, I really like his name. I like how it just has a cool ring to it. I'm gonna take that and make it Graham of Legend." Because I'll never meet Tim. Met him that same year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met him at like a PAX just randomly.
Oh my gosh.
And I've met him. I run into a couple times since, and of course now I'm in games. So it's weird.
Yeah.
But at least it's not the same company name. It's not like it's called Triple Fine or something, like. But yeah, so I definitely took it from the actual legend, which is Tim.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you
Sure,
are
doesn't
also a
it,
legend.
it's fine.
Yeah, you know,
Same
but
if
you're
you're watching
also a
this somehow,
legend.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay.
I don't know if he watches the show or listens to the
You
podcast.
might. You never
but
know.
maybe. You never know. Maybe now.
Maybe now.
Well, that's that. I didn't know that, so I'm glad I got to ask that question. So we're talking about Ourlands, and I am really intrigued by this game. So tell us more about the game Ourlands and how did you come up with this game? What was the premise behind this game?
Well, so Ourlands is essentially it's a cozy island builder where you have no rules, no management, no like any kind of big goals or anything. It's just like it's a diorama builder almost. You're just making beautiful islands and also unlocking things to then continue making beautiful islands. It's like a whole loop of finding new stuff to make new stuff, and that's it. And how it came about was after my last game, Super Space Club, which is an arcade, as you know, it's an arcade space shooter. Very mechanics heavy and like gameplay heavy. I wanted to do a complete 180 of that, like for the development at least. Like what Super Space Club has done with the art very quickly because it was all just very low poly geometric ships and bullets and everything. And then it was just a long time of me just kind of noodling with the mechanics, noodling with the balance of everything. And so with Ourlands, I'm like, no, I don't ever, not ever, but I don't want to for my next game spend all this time just down in the weeds, like trying to balance stuff. I want to just make something beautiful. And so it was supposed to be like something very easy to code and then just me making a bunch of art.
Yeah.
And of course, somehow it still wasn't easy to code. I overcomplicated it. And I mean, for the better, I love it now, but it was like a lot of, like I made a 2D game, but it's in 3D. Like you can flip the camera and you see all the different perspectives, which is very hard to code and also meant us to draw everything 4 times. Which is fun. Worth it though. In the end, it's all worth it. All worth it.
Yeah. So you
But
you did all the art.
I just wanted to draw more. Yeah, I did all everything.
Wow.
all
the
of
art.
It.
Because this is not one of the questions, but we talked about this offline, like through like chat and stuff like that, and through Blue Sky. One of the things I really love is the art in this game, and it reminds me a little bit of the like seek and find games, or like hidden objects.
Hidden objects. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit
It's
about
funny,
the art?
after finishing this, I'm like, I could make a hidden object game.
You
Like,
could.
I feel like I've drawn enough where I could actually make one.
Yeah, you could. I mean, this art is just so beautiful. It's like this, like,
thank you.
Well, it reminds me very much of the hidden object games, but also like, I don't know, like this really cool, like it looks like, the best way I can describe it is like stickers, kind of, right? Like it kind of has like this kind of cool, I don't want to say retro because it has a little bit of retro, but also very clean. Like it's a really, really cool art style. I really love that a lot. I didn't know you were such a great artist.
Thank you. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Can you talk about that?
Honestly, like that's my background isn't in illustration, but it's in like on the art side. So my whole background, I have a degree in motion graphics. And so I'm used to like art and animation and design. And then I kind of taught myself, I think I told this last time, I just taught myself to code just from YouTube and all that.
Yeah.
And so I lean more towards art than like actually programming anything heavy. But this is the most I've illustrated in my life. Like I've never done this much drawing before. So it's been nice.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see, and you don't have to share this. We don't have to share this with the audience, but I personally would love to see like the iterations of your art around this game and how you came to this.
I mean, it's all out there. Like I'd like point it to where it is, but it's all out there between like FKA Twitter, or formerly known as FKA Twitter, and like Blue Sky, TikTok is all over the place. Like it used to be black and white at a point. I've redrawn it like 4 times before I like actually went in on all the assets. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's always had kind of the same outline vibe though.
Yeah. I love the art. And I didn't realize you drew that. Seriously, it's my favorite part of the game. Like outside of the fact that it's a cozy game, the art is so good in this game.
It's my first time also making like doing sound design and music.
Oh, okay. So you wrote the music for this too.
somehow. Yeah.
Wow, it's really good. So that's one of the
Thank
things
you.
the other thing I didn't have this as part of my questions, but I really love the music. It's cozy, and it has like this laid back kind of beach feel to it. What
As it should,
inspired
yeah.
that? Yeah.
I mean, the game, like, it's it's an island beachy kind of game. So I wanted to make something that just felt cozy. I don't know. And it was me. I used Fruity Loops back in high school. So like 2000 and what year was it even? 2007, 8, around that time. Have used it since. And so I had to go on YouTube one day and just relearn how to use it. And then one day I just kind of took up my phone and recorded like me humming a bunch of different melodies. And I found one that I spent the whole night making one and I didn't like it. I threw it away. Next day I did another one. And I found something. It was like 2 days before I need to make the trailer, by the way. It was very last minute. But I had already kind of cut the trailer. Like I did a voiceover and then I cut the trailer. And because of how I cut it, I knew what the BPM needed to be. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to make this the BPM for the music.
Yeah.
So everything just lines up. I was drop it in, it lines up perfectly. And then I just kind of did it and it worked. I showed my friend, I have a good amount of like musician friends or musician adjacent friends. And so I showed them, they gave me some feedback. I did the feedback and that was it. That was like the whole process. And it's not like, I don't think I'd win any awards on it, but I think it's pretty good. It's like, it does what it needs to do, right? It keeps you in the zone, in the cozy zone.
It does. I mean, I think that's the thing that really I love about it is, it's kind of the unsung hero in the game because it does keep you in this relaxed kind of mood. And I look down, I'm like, oh, I've been playing this game for some time now, and the music just allows you to kind of groove with it. I love that. I love it so much.
My favorite thing is when I've been watching the stream was I just hear them start to hum. I'm like, yes, I got him.
I have caught myself actually humming the music as well, because it is very
when
catchy.
my daughter hums it sometimes. I'm like, how do you even know how to hum? Like, how do you know every single beat? It's crazy. You're like 3 years old. What is this?
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That's awesome. One of the things that I wanted to ask you was around the name Ourlands. I find that really intriguing. Why did you name the game Ourlands?
Naming games is hard. It's very hard to name a game. And I forget all the iterations now, but I went through so many different iterations. And I think ultimately I wanted it to evoke being like literally it's our lands. There are our lands that we're making and sharing with each other. At one point it was your lands, but like that doesn't sound like inclusive. It wants to be our lands. I think at a point I had sticker lands just because, like you said, eventually I didn't plan for it to be stickers, but eventually it just kind of felt like you're placing stickers.
Yeah.
And then I found like a very big brand is called Stickerland. So I was like, I'm not trying to get into any kind of copyright battle or anything. So let's just not do that.
Yeah.
Could have been Sticky Lands. There's so many iterations it could have been, but it's ended up with Ourlands. For better or worse. Like every time I search Ourlands now, it said, did you mean something else? I'm like, no, I meant Ourlands. Leave me alone. Naming games is hard.
Yeah.
I like it though. I think I feel like it fits.
It does. I mean, and I think that's one of the things that I love about the game is that when you build your island, you can share it via like a postcard, and it's really cool. I like that a lot, and that's what I think for me. That's what it meant for Ourlands. Is like we're sharing our lands. We're sharing this cozy place that we created, right? So. Yeah. I also imagine that eventually there'll be this just big, massive world with all these islands that everybody built. And then it's like, this is Ourlands.
Could you imagine? If you give me the right budget, I can make it happen.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That sounds crazy. That sounds really cool though. That would be amazing.
That would be that's once you get to 100 hours, that's what I'm expecting to happen. It'll just be this open world where I get to see everybody else's islands, right? You built this in Godot. And this is your first game built in Godot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it.
What were some of the challenges for that?
Honestly, there weren't really any challenges with it.
No?
It's kind of crazy. It's like really impressive how easy it was for me to switch over to Godot. But I mean, like at the same time, it's just me, so I didn't have to train like 3 or 4 or 5 people and get everybody convinced to get into Godot. Like it's a lot easier to be flexible like this when it's just you. And then because the game is so different from Super Space Club, it's not like I was trying to reuse assets or reuse code or anything. It's a brand new game, brand new art style, brand new everything. So it was like a very clean break. It was very easy for me to switch. And then just the timing of where Godot is now. Even when I switched, like it was the jump to 4.0. It was like I think it was finally ready for, I won't say ready for the big leagues. People made games in Godot before, but like it was more friendly for a Unity developer to jump over to Godot. And now it's even better than then when I started, which was 2024, I think. It's improved dramatically over the past 2 years. So yeah, there wasn't any hiccups, which is crazy to say, but
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
So I mean, was the learning curve like not that difficult then? Was it because you had a background in Unity? I mean, that was your previous game.
I mean, I guess
Unity, right?
It's weird to say, but I guess I do have a background in Unity now. Yeah,
yeah.
Even if it's just me just learning from YouTube, I do. But then I think because Godot is also not dramatically different from Unity, like it's different, but it's not. Like I opened Unreal once and I uninstalled it. I was like, this is like a night and day different thing, a different beast entirely. Like Unreal feels like it is. I feel like it's made for a team of like 20 to 1,000 people. Every section is its own thing, which you can dive really deep into. Whereas Godot feels like it's made for like a small team, like a 1 to 5 person team. And so yeah, it was really easy to learn. It's very intuitive. It's very, a lot of things in Unity that I would have to write myself, for example, Godot just already has because somebody said, oh, this should be a feature. Everyone use this. And then they're like, approved, because it's open source. So just approve it. And then it's just a feature now. It's great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you see your future projects being built in Godot then as well? Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Like there's no reason for me to switch unless there's a reason for me to switch. Like if like I got a publishing deal from like Epic or something, and they're like, hey, here's some money, but you have to use Unreal, then I'd try it and see if it was something that makes sense for me. Or if I worked with that team and the team already used Unity, then I'd go back to Unity. That's fine. But for my personal games, I don't see any reason to switch from Godot now.
Nice.
Like, I'm not trying to make anything hyper realistic, or there's no real reason.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I think one of the things that when I was watching you moved to Godot and you were talking about like you were promoting Godot, saying this is like easy devs. You should look into this. And I think that
I wasn't trying to promote it, but I mean, it was more just me being excited about it. Right? But I guess I was promoting it technically.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. I mean, not like consciously of like, look at, I'm going to get a profit off of this, but more of like, hey, here's another option for you devs, right? You don't have to, because at the time, Unity was going through that whole, we're going to take up a certain percentage.
Every month there was something new.
Yeah. And it was just a fun piece of your journey that I got to witness of like you moving to that. And it was just fun to see you sharing your journey with like, hey, look, this isn't that difficult. Like I can do this and like other people can as well. Like this is an option for us. And that was a cool part of watching you build the game. So really enjoyed watching that.
Thank you. I think it was also easy for me because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a programmer or anything that's not my foundation. And so I'm less stuck in my ways of like if you try to get me to move from like After Effects, for example, to something else, that's like pulling the hardest wisdom teeth. No, like can't knock me out or anything. Like I will fight.
Yeah.
Because I've been in After Effects for like 20 years. It feels like at this point, right? But for Unity, I mean, I've been in Unity, but I'm not necessarily tied to it. I'm not tied to C#. I never plan to apply for like a job as a programmer, so I don't care if I switch to some unknown and like code base. I don't really care as long as it works.
Yeah. And by the way, this episode is not sponsored by Adobe. Just everybody to be clear. That
No, I'm honestly trying to leave Adobe. I didn't want to sponsor me. Like, no, I'm trying to leave. But After Effects is the one thing I can't get rid of. It's just too ingrained.
This game was in, like, there was a couple demos, and now it's out. It's full
out now.
release. What are some of the?
9. Look at it.
Yeah, and I'll put a link in the show notes for this game too. I'm reviewing it, but I'm curious to find out what were some of the reviews that you've seen that most surprised you.
Some of the reviews that most surprised me. Honestly, I think it all lined up pretty much where I expected it to, or better than where I expected it to, thankfully. And even the ones that didn't review it favorably, it was still within reasons that I expected. Like, oh, we want more content or something, which I plan to, like, I have a whole roadmap, a secret roadmap of content I want to add to the game over time, right? So it's like, I think everyone just gets it. Everyone who I've sent it to, they understand what the game is about. They weren't expecting, because I put up front, like, no goals, no management, just vibes. They go in not expecting to have some huge, like a Stardew or something to deal with. And so, because they get it, people review it, and they just love the vibe, which is the whole goal,
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that you did really well with this game was your marketing behind it. You were in the Wholesome Direct.
I wasn't in Wholesome Direct.
Well, it wasn't Wholesome. What I did see you.
I was in the 6-1 Indie Showcase.
The 6-1 Indie.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I did see it there because I did watch. I remember watching it. I didn't remember where it was, but yeah, the 6-1 Indie Showcase. And in it, you just said what you said, right? This is a chill game. It's all about vibes. It's all about, there's no goals. There's no like pressure to do anything. This is just a chill game, right?
It's all about creativity. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you what were some of the lessons you learned from Super Space Club that you applied to Ourlands?
That's a really tough one because there's such different games, right? Like,
yeah.
Super Space Club was heavy arcade, action, intense, and then Ourlands there is no tension whatsoever. It's all just you having the freedom to make whatever you want to make. I think all the lessons I took from Super Space Club to put in this was less about the game design and more about just business strategies, like when to put up a demo, how far in advance to reach out to people, even though I still didn't do that because I was so far. Everything was coming up so quickly.
Yeah.
But gameplay-wise, I think what I did take away from Super Space Club was how much people did like the little details and intricacies I put into it, and so I did even more of that with Ourlands. Yeah.
Yeah. I am enjoying this game a lot. The one thing I know you said there are no goals. Like, you can do whatever you want. I love that, and it's just creativity, and it just allows you to do things. But there are secret achievements, which I do love. And then when they pop up, I'm like, oh, that was fun.
Honestly, that kind of is the goal, like, just to find everything. That's like a subtle goal. It's not like go find everything and then you win the game, but it's just something additional to do. Which I think that's one of the things I did learn from Super Space Club. Like, people like to unlock stuff. And they really like to collect things. That's like, all right, bet, say less.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to just keep adding things to unlock and to find and all that stuff. Because I also just find that very satisfying. Even when I know what's in the game, it's satisfying when I'm just testing it. Like, oh yeah, I forgot that's how you unlock this. Nice.
I do love that. That is like my favorite thing is, and then when it pops up and you're like, oh, that was fun. That was a fun little find, right? And it does encourage me to try different things. And like, I think one was touch grass, and I was like, oh, that was fun. I didn't expect that, right? That was cool. I just gave.
And honestly, watching people play and seeing how their whole thought process, like, oh, if I touch this, then maybe something will happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like taking like nothing happened now, but it's gonna now. Like all the things I'm seeing people doing that don't do anything yet, it's gonna happen now.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's
I
fun.
think
It's a living, growing, evolving game.
Yeah, it's about discovery.
I almost put it in early access, but I know nothing about early access, so I just put it out as a regular game, and it will be updated.
Yeah. Can I ask what are some of the things that are? Maybe I shouldn't ask this question, but I'm going to anyway.
Go for it.
What are some of the things on your roadmap, and when can we see some of these things, or don't you want to share that right now? Is that secret?
No, I can share. I can share the minor updates. The major ones is TBD because I don't know. Realistically, I can achieve all the things I want to do. It's just about the timing, we'll actually hit that time.
Yeah,
because it's a lot more drawing. Can tell you that. But like for some of the minor ones I have, they're not even minor. Like so, the most minor updates I plan is just to add just more items like weekly or bi-weekly, whatever. But the first big update I want to add is like a farming update. Because people adore farming. Like for whatever reason, they just love like a Stardew, love farm sim, like, all the things. And so yeah, just a bunch of barnyard animals, all the crops. You can do patches of land, like all that stuff. I think that might be my first big update. Like I told somebody on stream and she almost lost her mind. She's like, "Yes, I need this. Like 10 minutes here, I'll be right back in there to make my own farm." Yeah. And then I also wanted like I plan to launch with a lot of Jamaican and Caribbean specific things in the game, and then I took them all out because I'm like it wasn't where I wanted it to be, and so I want to the first week of August is both Jamaica's both Emancipation Day and Independence Day, and so I want to have a big update with all the Caribbean stuff that week as well.
That's so cool. Oh man, that's awesome. When it happens, let me know because I would love to
have like a jerk chicken pan. You have like a patty shop.
That would be awesome.
A big speaker box, like all these different things.
It's fun. I cannot wait. Like I said, I love this game. It's one of those games that I go into it thinking, oh, I'll put a couple of minutes here and there to build up my island, and then I look down, and I'm like, I put a couple hours into this just building up my island, right? It's just so cozy.
I'm glad you said that because it makes me wanting it further fuels me to add more to it because then you can spend even more time just making literally anything you want.
Yeah,
it's just about me adding stuff.
Yeah, I will say, people, I will put the link in the show notes. Go get this game. It is so cute and cozy, and the art. I love this art so much. Like I think that was the first thing I said to you is I love this art so much, and you did such a fantastic job.
It's very much inspired by like Adventure Time. That was my. I didn't even watch Adventure Time before this. I just loved how that show looks.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. I maybe saw like one episode, and one day I was like, "Oh, let me watch it." And actually, it's actually pretty cool. But I just love how like I even have the art book before I watched it. I bought the whole art book.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's right. It's huge, like
oh my gosh,
the art of Ooh, and it's beautiful. Like one small thing, but it's a beautiful illustrated book, and so I took a lot of my inspiration from there.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's such a fun game. You did such a great job with this game.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean one of the things that I always look for in a game is like what was the goal of the developer and did they meet that goal? And like this is like the perfect game of like, yep, this is exactly what Graham was sent out to do, right, with this game.
Yeah.
So yeah. How can people follow you on social media?
You can follow me pretty much anywhere at GrahamOfLegend. You can sign up for my newsletter at GrahamOfLegend.com. It's free. You get all the updates from me first and foremost, and maybe some free things. Not maybe. You get some free things as well, like some free wallpapers, all that stuff, especially from Ourlands.
Oh.
And yeah, get the game on Steam. It's Ourlands, Ourlands.
Nice.
Link below.
Yes, I will put the link in the show notes for sure. Graham, thank you again so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure talking with you.
It's my pleasure, yeah. I'll release things more often so I can come through, but also invite me to talk. I'm down to talk about all the games. I'm currently playing Mina. It's great.
Oh, Mina is really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
I'll have you on.
Have me here whenever. I'm down.
I will certainly take you up on that offer. And when you come up with the update in August, I would love to have you back on the show and we can talk about it. So,
that'd be my pleasure.
Awesome.
If you ask any Jamaican to talk about Jamaica, we will say yes. That is just it. We're a very proud people when it comes to our country.
Nice. I love that. Well, listeners, go check out the game. I will put it in the show notes, like I said, and it's just so fun to play and just relaxing. And I think that's something we need in our lives right now. So, Graham, thank you again so much for joining us. It was a real pleasure. And listeners, thank you for watching. And if you like what you see, leave a review of the show. All right, everyone, stay safe and game on, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.